What is going on, everyone? Today we are on day 30 for this 31-day video challenge here in the month of July, and I only have one more day left to film this stuff for you guys. You know, I'm kind of sad about it because I've actually been enjoying my time doing this. Yes, it's been sort of a chore doing this every day and filming it and editing it. Even though I've been enjoying it, it has come with its struggles. I've had problems with my audio probably mid-July. I mean, I'm still kind of working that stuff out. I mean, there's been times where I'd film, I'd get home, and then the audio is complete crap, and then I have to go back out and refilm everything. But that comes with the territory of YouTube videos. Today, I kind of want to talk about if YouTube has changed the way I ride. I don't necessarily think that making videos for YouTube has changed the way I ride. Ever since day one, like, I just been kind of not aggressive. I just like more laid back. You know, I was just starting out and I didn't want to end up hurting myself. And how I was then, it still somewhat carries over to how I ride today. I don't really ride aggressive. I mean, there are times when I'm running a little bit behind onto wherever I got to get to, and people are just driving slow, so then I just end up going around them. But I mean, other than that, like, that's basically the only aggressive riding that I do. When I was out in Wyoming or even in North Carolina doing those rides, I took my time. I wasn't rushing to get through the mountains or any of that. You know, I was just taking it all in. Does filming take away the experience? No, I don't think so. If anything, like, it helps me notice more what's going on around me. I come up to a field or something and I see animals or like a nice scenic road, and I just kind of take my time and just take it all in. Before I started YouTube, I would just kind of get on the bike and go. Like, that was before I knew that making content was what I wanted to do, and I'm glad that I decided to go this route because, you know, I'm experiencing things and I'm showing you guys that everything I'm experiencing, and I think that's pretty cool with this whole thing. But I would just hop on the bike and ride to wherever it is I'm going. Like, I mean, I still kind of do that, where I don't necessarily take it all in. But that's something that I need to get better at, and I know I will. You know, and now since I started recording, I'm always thinking, like, is this video gonna be good? I mean, doing this challenge, there's actually a lot of the videos that didn't perform so well, but you know, it comes with the territory. You know, and I'm trying to become more intentional about planning rides. I know I got that Wyoming trip coming up, and I'm thinking about when we get back from Wyoming, I think I'm gonna go up to the UP because I have 8 days off of work, and I'm gonna use up 6 of those days out in Wyoming and South Dakota, and then I'll get home and then probably relax for a little bit, hang out with the kids because we'll be away from them for a week, and then probably head up to the UP the next morning. You know, riding with a camera, like, it changes things. I'm always thinking about different camera angles, the batteries, the memory cards, if I got enough storage in them, the audio. I mean, the audio is the biggest thing right now because, like, I'm still trying to figure it out without upgrading my equipment to better stuff. On the different camera angles, it's more so like on my longer travel videos, just so it's not such a stagnant shot. And so I'll use my 360 camera for that. I'm trying to cut down on as much of the cameras that I do have on my bike, just because I don't like how it looks so cluttered up on the handlebars. I mean, I could move them for the shot, but before I had 2 GoPros and then my 360 camera. And you can go back to like the older videos and you will see that there's at least 2 other cameras in frame, and the more and more I started doing this, I didn't like how it looked. And I'm always trying to stop and get some B-roll footage, that be with my drone. You know, I've been using that a lot more lately, and I'm just trying to get that all dialed into, because who doesn't like a good overhead shot of the mountains or down in a valley? You know, those drone shots, like, they kind of piece everything together. And the upside of making YouTube videos, like, it gets me out on my bike, which, you know, that's like the #1 thing. Being out on my bike, clearing my mind, you know, going to new places. I've become more observant, and like with this challenge, like, it's kind of pushing me outside my comfort zone. I still have yet to talk in public. I usually just get a whole bunch of B-roll stuff of events that we go out to. But tomorrow, I hope that would change, because my wife and I, we're gonna go to Muskegon and try and do a food review for you guys. Gonna go to a spot that I've heard pretty good things about, so I can't wait for that. And it'll be a much needed one-on-one time with my wife. And there's been times where I go back on my other videos that I filmed on this journey, that I go back and I just relive everything and everywhere I've gone. My daughters, they like watching my stuff, and they think everything and everywhere I've gone is pretty cool. You know, maybe one day I'll be able to take my oldest, or even all my kids, out on a nice cross-country ride, but we'll see. I don't know if they'll be able to handle putting all the miles like I can, but I mean, if worst comes to worst, trailer the bike out to wherever it is they want to go. You know, the unexpected part about making YouTube videos and just watching other people on YouTube, like I've met the 2 Lane Life guys.
Bradley, we just took a picture. We love you, brother. See you down the road, man.
Last year at the Harley Homecoming, and I thought that was a pretty cool experience. You know, I was hoping to meet the thrashing guys out there. We had something come up that Friday that they were going to be out there, and it ended up raining that day. A few of us, we were stopped at a gas station, and there was people ripping up and down the road, and I happened to see the guys from East Coastin zooming right down the road. So that was pretty cool. Like, some of the stuff that you see at these events, like, and I'm sure there was a bunch more people there. You know, has creating videos made me a better rider? In a sense, yes. It encourages me to plan better. After last year's mistake, I won't ever make that mistake again. But I mentioned that briefly in a couple of videos, and it's basically not planning ahead and getting my lodging, and just not leaving me enough time to get to where I wanted to be for the night. Those couple of days, they were pretty stressful. But ever since that trip, I've made sure to plan ahead, and you know, that's all you can do. You know, I don't feel the need to ride more aggressive. That's just not who I am as a rider. Like, it reminds me that getting home safe is the #1 goal, just to be present in my kids' lives and my wife's. Like, that's the biggest thing. You know, there's a few videos in this challenge where I mentioned, like, we have to respect these things. Don't want to be out there behaving like jackasses. I mean, it would be pretty cool to learn how to stunt ride, you know, maybe in the future, but as of right now, no. You know, I can't miss time off of work. Hurt us really bad if I got hurt and wasn't bringing in a paycheck, and disability doesn't pay that well. You know, what I still refuse to change, I won't rush recklessly for views. Again, that's just not who I am, and it would be cool to do all that stuff, but not right now. You know, lately I've been carrying a bunch of batteries with me. You know, if the camera dies, the ride will still go according to plan, unless I'm like near the end of the video. You know, then I'll have to do my closing and whatever. I'll stop over and switch the battery out. I usually always have extras with me. I want to get the best content and quality possible, so I'm always recording in the highest quality that my camera will allow me to. I believe recording in the highest quality, I think I can get at least a half an hour out of one battery, and that's not very long at all. So sometimes I feel rushed to get my points out, and I think that's where I need to just slow down and enunciate my words a lot better, because sometimes going through the edits and watching everything back before I put it up, like, there are a lot of times where like it's mumbly and I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. But I just need to slow down, take my time, and looking ahead for YouTube. You know, my goal for YouTube isn't just big numbers. There's been videos on this challenge that have completely tanked, and you know, I'm okay with that. Like, I wanted to do this challenge to become a better speaker, and if you guys did take away from some of it, like, awesome. Like, then I did something right. But if not, then it is what it is. Like, I'm always trying to find ways to improve my stuff. I'm still pretty green at it. Like, I'm still learning camera stuff, still learning my editing software. There's times where I gotta go in on YouTube and look for exactly what it is I want to do, and I will follow it step by step on how to get what I want. I want to document experiences that I could one day go back and look at. I mean, I can do that now. I just got to go all the way back to when I started posting videos. Not only the experiences, but the people that I met along the way. And that's a pretty cool thing to relive, just to see where I started and where I am today. You know, and even if one of my traveling videos or even one of these videos inspires somebody to plan a trip and take it or get a motorcycle, then I think that's a win in my book. There's no better feeling than being out on the open road on a motorcycle. But I don't mean to bore you guys. If I've been boring you guys, like, I just kind of wanted to give a little input on if YouTube has changed the way I ride. It really hasn't. It's been a really great experience, and I'm glad that I got the bike I do. It's slowly starting to come together. I ordered a tour pack. I don't think I'll be able to get the bags in time before our trip. We're kind of slowing down at work. That's okay. I'll make use of what I have. I mean, we should be all right. It'll be a week-long trip, so I know I won't have to pack a whole bunch of clothes, but my wife, on the other hand, that might be a tough one. But if you guys are new, make sure you guys go hit that like and subscribe button. It would really help me out. I would greatly appreciate it. It would help me grow this brand and chase the dreams that I have. You know, if you're returning, welcome back. You know, thanks for tuning back in. Like, that also helps out push the videos or whatever. But that being said, I cannot wait to see you guys on tomorrow's video. Be ready to watch us eat some pretty good food. So I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's episode. Peace.